A bit of a bumpy start, but I think I'm here now. lost my picture of them. There it is. Wait, there is a remove? Hold control and it removes? Wow. Wow. So there is a way to remove. Wow. Wonder how long that's been in there.
Excellent! Excellent!
Thank you, Kimi Omega, for the resub. The Space Duck, sorry if I missed that. Thanks for the resub, Chris. Yeah, Jody, I've seen Robin Hood. Sorry, I'm just reading that now. I'm currently copying like 5 terabytes of stuff to a new backup hard drive. Every 3 years, I buy a new external hard drive. And I copy everything, like all my movies and albums and pictures and everything. I move them to the new hard drive. And the old hard drive, like, it becomes the new one. Like the new hard drive becomes my regular hard drive. And the old one that was D:, I wrap it up and store it somewhere. I've got like 3 of them now. So in case this new one completely fails, at least up until yesterday, I have an old hard drive that has everything on my computer up until yesterday. So I started with a 3 terabyte. And when that one started getting full, a couple years later, I got a 5 terabyte. Then from the 5 one, after a couple years, I got an 8 terabyte and moved all the 5 terabyte stuff onto that one. And all these old ones, I just wrap them up and store them in a box somewhere in case the worst happens. I've still, got each of those several year apart backups of every album and every movie and TV show that I've ever bought legally and purchased the license for ownership of. But yeah. Because I'm just paranoid of hard drives dying And this is like my life. My life is on these hard drives. If I lost this is like years and years and years of like hunting for obscure TV shows, having to pay old ladies in Latvia to like rip a VHS and Google Drive it to me. No racial slurs, Evner Binko. New term permitted. Honky. Oh wait, can you get in trouble for saying that on Twitch now? I don't know. I heard somebody said the C word. The saltine word, the graham word, the oyster word. The animal word. My bad. I guess it depends on the context. The Ritz word. Anyway, let me see what we got here. The Pikester. There we are. There we are. Show it to me. Show it to me. All right. Yeah. Whap! Depends on the Star Fox game. They're all different. They can't hold a fucking credible cannon together to save their lives. God, this is so big now. You can see the people in the bus. Golly, I think that's about ready. Yeah, I couldn't fit the original scene where James claimed that they're a resources group, not hired guns. That scene got deleted. Not going to be using it. There are one or two scenes I animated that aren't going to be in episode 2. Breaks my heart. But it just, there are scenes that wouldn't work if I didn't put in like 20 minutes of other scenes I wanted to put in. Some of this stuff might be folded over into episode 3, but I'm not sure yet. My money did go through for the thing I was trying to do yesterday. I was trying to Western Union $10 friggin' to Moscow. They're making it very difficult to have friends anywhere in the country. I don't have James dying in this episode. I don't want to say whether he dies or doesn't or whatever, because it like, do not follow any of the regular Nintendo canon, whichever one of the 7 different ones that you pick. Mine is my own reimagining, my own take of the story. Corneria and Venom are not at war. At this point, it's kind of like a Cold War situation where, you know, they have sanctions on each other, but no one's really firing any missiles yet. But this second episode takes place 9 or 10 years before the events of episode 1. So when you see Andros in the first episode of my cartoon, like, he's in power, he's running things, he controls the military and everything. Like, he is deeply rooted in power in Venom. In this one, he's been exiled to Venom for about 2 or 3 years. And he's like, well, if you don't want me doing my weird experiments on Corneria, I'm going to do them here, and I'm going to heal people. Because there's a lot of, you know, toxicity in the atmosphere over there. And miners, like in the mines, are getting sick. And people's children are getting sick. And no one's been able to really stave any of this off. And he comes along, he's like, oh, I'll fix it here. Let me run my experiments that sometimes involve volunteers, which wasn't allowed on Corneria. That's what Andros got in trouble for. And I will save your children. And it gets to the point where he's going to go up against whoever else is running, and everyone in the cabinet is so for him that they just cancel the election and they're just going to appoint him. And they are announcing this news just as Peppy and James are arriving for an off-the-books mission on Venom to escort an informant back safely with some information that will give them the edge against Andros. And that's what their mission on Venom is. And James is like, well, I need somebody who's familiar. An old Macbethian friend of mine named Pigma Dangar. He's gonna meet us there. And well, you know, stuff doesn't go so well. And so on and so forth. But as they get there, they're talking on the train and waiting for their informant to show up. They're watching the news, and it's basically the last interview with Dr. Andros before he comes into power. So now that this scooter is in here, this entire previously segment is 100% finished. Absolutely. At this moment, like literally when I put that in here just now, this segment with the bus coming by and him getting off the bus and everything, this whole segment I've been trying to get done for like 5 years. I've been putting it off and animating all the rest of this stuff over here. Yeah, you can see the time marker. There's some spaces in here that haven't been filled in, but we're looking at around this length, like the 28 to 32 minute range for the episode. It's like most of the stuff is already put in place here, and it's looking like it's going to be around 30 minutes long. I don't know, we'll see. So the next thing I'm going to be working on might be this scene here after the intro. Okay, all this, the cartoon, this segment right here that's not finished, this is the credits. I can't do this segment until the cartoon's done, because if I put all the names and animate them and everything, and then it's like, oh, I forgot a name, now I've got to go back and do everything again. I can't believe all this stuff is in 4K now. It's crazy. Oh, Vinny's probably completely forgotten about this. He probably thinks I'm not going to finish it. In Germa's scene, I talked to Germa about this scene like almost a year ago. I don't know. It's been a while. Sorry, I'm going to leave this playing for just a second. I got to go check something. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Baymaster hailing UA-101, standby. Baymaster reading UA-101, CAF, Captain McLeod, give copy.
McLeod UA-101, fit copy.
UA-101, standby for scan. All clear. Proceed as designated to Bay 3, give copy.
Fit copy, Baymaster. Landing at Bay 3.
Very good, Captain. Welcome to Venom.
And how long are you staying in Venoma City?
Not long. 5 or 6 hours.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to stand over there, and I'll be right with you.
All right, you can push your arms down, sir.
I'm just gonna ask you once, so I want an honest answer. What are these marbles for?
Micro-juggling. It's just a little exercise that helps keep my dexterity in check.
Micro-juggling.
I can show you if you like.
With all due respect, Captain, I'll just hold on to these until you return to your ship.
Let the man have his marbles, Riendo. The marbles. What's he gonna do?
I'm perfectly capable of doing my job,
A
Kajekas.
CAF captain. Gonna marble someone to death.
You know, you always start this shit right at the beginning of my... You're still hung up on that flower pot.
I didn't say that. I never said that.
You didn't have to, buddy. It's written all over your face. Does it matter what I use it for, really?
It's a flower pot. The least you could do is grow some flowers.
I'm not a florist, Kajekas. I'm a smoker, okay? I smoke.
That's no way to treat a gift from my mother.
Hey, any chance we can get this line moving?
Sir, please stay in line. We'll be right with you. We appreciate your patience.
Did he get your marbles?
Yeah.
Who's meeting us here anyway? He's taking his damn time.
Pigment Dangar. You remember him?
Oh, yeah. Can't say I'm a fan, but as long as he's got our backs, I'll keep it to myself.
That's fair.
I didn't mean any offense.
Hey, it's alright. Everybody knows I'm an asshole. I was born this way.
How long have you been on Venom?
Just got here. Like you guys. So you hear this saying Venom's not gonna have the election this time around?
Well, what are all the selection posters for?
They just started saying it last night. I think they called it an internal selection.
Who Premier's gonna be appointed by the cabinet?
I can only wonder who they'll settle on.
Good old Dr. Andros.
Well, he's real popular.
He's a friggin' lunatic. Wait for me.
The progress only I am bringing. The jobs only I am offering. The sick children's lives only I am saving. I'm the only one that's ever going to make all of these changes a reality. And I give you my word, they'll be made within one term.
The only one? And what qualifies only you to make all this happen in one term?
It's simple, really. Only I have the brains to rule Lilat.
Can we get the audience? Can I have everyone in the audience quiet down, please?
He should have been back by now. We're almost back where we got on.
All right, I'll go it alone from here.
I think we should... you're already turning a lot of heads.
I'll be fine. Stay right here until our stop. Even if I don't find them, I'll meet you on the landing.
You watch yourself.
That's a little 6-minute chunk that I linked together recently. See, I have a whole bunch of the scenes. I've only got, well, technically I only have one scene left that I haven't started. But I have mostly all of 2 big scenes left to animate, and then the episode's done. I have to add a few seconds where Wolf and Bill meet up. Actually, let me open that one. I hope that still runs in 3.1. It'll make sense. Full scenes. Is this it? There he is. Oh, this looks a lot better than it originally did. I think that's... Yeah, that's definitely 4K. I exported that out. This is a scene here that I've got a 1 or 2 seconds of mouth animations I've got to do. I wish they would do this to this. I like the noise anti-aliasing on the outside. It's doing that with the alpha, but when it's from one color to another color, it doesn't do the same. I mean, this is the same background and everything, but back here it didn't have, where was it? Yeah, here, like this place back here. It's chugging because it's loading all these 4K frames live. That's why the frame rate's so low, because they're in 4K. Yeah, see, this is the only part right here that I gotta animate their mouths on. I've thought about just sitting down for like 3 or 4 hours and copying these frames to Is Your Natural Voice Wolf? Well, I put a little bit more chainsaw on Wolf's voice. Like, yeah, like, coming soon to a theater. Yeah, you put a little more, or whatever. But I kind of do the same thing for Fox. But no, this is, I have a telephone voice. Yes, I did call for some technical support. I was wondering which is the best way to drive up your ass. Thank you so much, and thank you for choosing ASR Industries. Now, if I'm putting on for somebody on a telephone interview or something, I can put that voice on it. This is how I talk. Now, if I'm on the phone with my mom, on my Florida, like I used to talk like this when I was a kid and I lived in Florida. That was when I first got that Super Nintendo and Star Fox. Yeah, I used to sound like that. It still comes out when I'm talking to friends from home, I guess, a little bit. Hey, I got that new video game called Star Fox. I have this tape of me when I was like 8 years old. I'm working on this funny video. I might be putting it on a little hard, but yeah. I don't know. I stopped smoking after 17 years and then my voice dropped a little bit. Or it became less raspy, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, right there, that's the end. When they look at each other. I thought this had the sound in it, but I guess I was wrong. Anybody know what game this music's from? Avery, damn. very nice. It's even pitched down. I have everything. I have a big, long list of... Let me actually stream it here. Check it out. This is the secret weapon of someone who has ADD or the other one. I can't remember. But this is my little... Is it showing my mouse cursor? I guess not. One moment. Capture cursor. Is that... There we go. It must have hit my gelée insert. Alrighty. So, I use Audacity. And I like taking music that I usually listen to a couple times, and it's like I wish I could make a loop of a certain part of music from a video game or a movie soundtrack or a cartoon, and just leave it going and have it fade between them depending on the mood I'm in. And trying to find the best way to explain it, but my cartoon has a lot of stuff that's in the key of F. Just like in the first episode of A Fox in Space, most of the music was in the key of G. I did that on purpose, except for when Andros shows up. Anything where Andros is in the show, and also in this one, which is why I changed the music of his office thing. Yeah, Audacity's free. Just watch what version you get. But I've been taking a bunch of songs and, you know, from video games, movies, and cartoons and stuff, and just making little loops. Like what's it called? Uncharted Worlds? It's the, I think it's from the first and the second game of Mass Effect. But, Andros, whenever Andros or, Andros, like the music changes over to F in the first one. Like, I didn't mean for it, like, oh, it's going to F. It's just like that song is one of the, I think it is the only song in the first episode that's not in the key of G. Prove me wrong. What am I forgetting? I think every single song in the first episode is in the key of G, except for when Andros shows up, it goes to the briefing music, and that's in the key of F. I don't know. It's been 6 fucking years. I don't remember. But a lot of the stuff in the violence is going to be in F. So I went through and have all of these modified to where they play in the key of F. Like Uncharted Worlds for Mass Effect, like I was saying. The Violence is the cartoon series I'm doing after episode 3 of A Fox in Space. It's just, I've been writing this suite of music for about 10 years now, and I'm almost ready to put it to an orchestra. It's going to be the opening music for the first episode of The Violence. And it's in the key of F. There's no reason that it's an F. It's just the whole thing is, it just happened to be an F. I guess it was just easier to play on a piano. I don't know, but a lot of the music in The Violence is going to be in the key of F. F specifically, I don't know. Like I said, it's just the songs I've put together were in F. There's another one. Frederick Fox's Drug War, that cartoon that I was doing like 15 years ago. Everything in that one was in D sharp. And I don't know, I like doing that. I like having a theme. Like most any 80s action movie, Chuck Norris or Steven Seagal, like all of those movies, most of the songs in those movies share the same key. It works. It's I recommend it for a musical soundtrack. For your first MIDI keyboard, it depends. I wouldn't recommend getting one of those because they're kind of retired, and the one model they make left is the most expensive model. They're great. Mine's falling apart. That's kind of my fault. That's why I got a Casio Privia. But if you want a MIDI keyboard, it's more of a question of, are you wanting to perform with it? Or are you just wanting something by your desk that you can put on your leg and play something out real quick and then set it back up somewhere when you're like recording steps in a file? Because if you're wanting something where you can play a full song and perform it without hitting octave switches, you're gonna want an 88 key. Like that's the full thing. Even at the 61 or the 49 or whatever, I always have to end up hitting an octave button somewhere. If you have a song that goes over the full range of a keyboard and you have to be able to perform that, you're going to want an 88 key. M-Audio and Oxygen. Is it Oxygen? I can't remember. But if you're looking for something in a budget, M-Audio's all right. Make sure it has MIDI. Don't get the keyboards that have the voices on them. Like if you're learning how to play piano, get you one of those that like I was saying to my friend Bubba the other day, he got one that doesn't have MIDI. He's just learning how to like what the notes are and everything. So that's fine. But if you already know how to play and you're wanting to do stuff on your computer, don't get one of the keyboards that has voices on it. Just get a MIDI controller. M-Audio, Arturia is a little more expensive, but they're a little more rugged. I'm just saying things that I've bought. I'm not sponsored. I'm not like, oh, I wish I could get this, so buy that. I'm telling you just what I've bought that works. If you don't need the full range and you're all right with, like, well, I'll record the high part here, and then after I record that, I'll go back, turn the octave on the keyboard down, and record the low part. If you're all right with doing that, see, I'm not. It drives me crazy. If I'm just recording some little melody farty thing or whatever, that's fine having a 12-key keyboard. But usually I just want them 88. I want all of them. But anyway, yeah, I would, I can only think of M-Audio is like the Equate. it's like the Great Value brand of MIDI controllers and stuff. They make an audio interface that's good. But back to what I was saying, like every song, like I try to add one or two into this list every day. And my little ping is the 5th of F, which is a C, give or take. So every single one of these songs it goes with, except maybe one. But like, it's just different moods. It depends on the scene I'm drawing. Except for this one, this is some David Lynch slow orchestra music. I didn't tune this, so it was hard to find out what key it's in, basically. But there's different stuff on here for every different mood of something that I want to draw. And when I think I'm going to do like 100 of them. And when I get to 100, I'm going to zip all of this up and put it on my Patreon or something. I might get in trouble for that. Maybe I'll Google Drive it and just put it on the Twitch chat one day. But you'll be able to go through these and just click one and then hit stop and play. And it will just play them infinitely for hours until you stop. And this just really, really, really helps me focus on whatever task I'm working on. It's all just music that's like, let's get to work, let's relax and focus, or whatever. It's just stuff that I find catchy and helps me focus. There's one. That's a great one for drawing ominous characters. But anyway. Bap, bap, bap. Bap, 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 bap. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Wait, a song I played with a sweet ride. Well, shit, let me just go through all of them if y'all want to know what these are. See if I can remember them. Is it showing? All right. This is the song Anger Management from Music to Make Love to Your Old Lady by. This is the Assault Briefing from Star Fox Assault. This is a track from the movie The Man with the Icy Eyes. This is the song Breakdown by Rowland S. Howard. This is a track from Darkwood, When You're in a Safe House. This is the music from Day of the Dead Suite. It's a big 20-minute track I took a loop out of. This is from a French movie called The Dominici Affair. It's about the trial of a murder suspect back in the 50s in France, I think. It was famous for something. This is Eddie's theme from the Chuck Norris movie Code of Silence. This is the first level from Final Fight. These are all your patterns. You select the first one, You scroll down and shift select the other one. And when you go to rename them, you pick a color here and a color here on the right. See? It's kind of neat. This is the first level from Final Fight on Final Fight CD. This is Mono Drone's Forbidden Fruit, I think from the same named album. Well, good luck on that voice gig. Congrats. I hope it works out. This is FL Studio. This is what I use to make music with. This is Frank West's theme from Dead Rising 1. Very turned down. See, this is the pitch for it. I believe that's the original key. There it is, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the original key. I haven't played that game in almost 15 years. Good God. Maybe it has been 15 years. Anyway. Inner City Blues. It's a Marvin Gaye cover by the band Placebo. I think they're from Belgium, I can't remember. Or Hungary. This is interrogation track from Mission Impossible for the 64. That's what I was playing earlier. Last Expressions from the band Aria, or Peter Schultz, or I can't remember his name. He's very slowed down. Laura Palmer's theme from Twin Peaks. Part of the movie The Long Good Friday. It's a cool movie, and they're writing a sequel where there's an escape at the beginning. I was like, oh, that's cool. It's a good gangster movie with Bob Hoskins. If you like Bob Hoskins, you check it out. This is The Longest Night by Renee Costi. This is Mass Effect, Uncharted Worlds, I think is the track. This is a song Meteor by Atre. It's A-T-R-E-Y. Obviously it's Money for Nothing by Dire Straits. Pink Room from the Twin Peaks soundtrack. We're almost through these, bear with me. ZeroBox64, thanks for resubbing. I'm sorry I missed that. As well to Orbital Fox, thank you. And popping them things. I guess I can type that in there. I thought I didn't have enough room. A track from the movie Où est passé Tom, or Where Did Tom Go? It's a French movie from the 60s, early 70s, I think. Track from Rainbow Six Vegas. It's a good track to leave playing when you're doing a round and killing floor. And, oh yeah, everybody knows this one. Yeah, I downloaded that demo for Rainbow Six Vegas, and it had that music in it. I was like so hyped. Rainbow Six Vegas, that first one. The second one was good too, but man, that first game, good God. This is I'll Remember by Madonna. Another track from that Italian movie, Man with the Icy Eyes. If this was the one that you were looking for. This is a soundtrack to a really obscure Italian giallo movie, I guess, in that genre. L'uomo dagli occhi di ghiaccio. Ghiaccio. The Man with the Icy Eyes. It's a good soundtrack. It's a slow orchestra track from Twin Peaks Season 2. I have this one on whenever I'm drawing pictures of Andros. The whole time that I was animating that scene of him on the news station, I had this track or the Star Fox Assault track going. It's a really good idea. You should give it a try if you know how to loop wave files. It's not too hard. You got to do them without having that pop whenever it resets the wave. This is a track by the guy who did the soundtrack for Dagger of Kamui. Kamui! If you want that album, I can wrap it up in Google Drive it to you. Because you're not going to find it anywhere else. I mean, you can probably find it on Discogs and buy the vinyl of it for like $30 or something, but I actually have 2 copies of this one. Yeah, hold on. This is Ryudo Uzaki, a movie that he also starred in from 1980 called Double Suicide Sonozaki or Sonozaki Shinju. It's like the Japanese Romeo and Juliet, basically. Let me find him. You will not find this on YouTube. You will not find this song anywhere else. Let me actually play the whole thing. I want to play this song. This is one of my favorite things in the world. I downloaded it off YouTube in 2013. It's Double Suicide at Sonozaki. And let me get it playing. I'm surprised that Quentin Tarantino didn't grab this for one of his movies. But oh my God, it's a great song. Get it playing. There we go. It was on YouTube, but Japanese record companies keep taking them down. I actually bought 2 copies of the vinyl of this. the 2 highest quality copies that were available on Discogs.com. I ordered one by accident. So it's like, I have a spare, why not? Oh, let me put on some ninja rock. Kamui Jinsetsu. I actually ripped this directly from, hold on, where is this? This is mine. Yeah, let me see if it'll actually play this. This is literally my rip from a record. So much better than the other one I have. Here's the link to the other one I just played. It's just a rip of a YouTube video. I will probably rip it from vinyl at some other point. I have an audio interface and a mixer. I just put the red and white RCAs into my mixer, and the mixer goes into my audio interface. It's just a microphone input. Untapped genre, ninja rock. I don't think I saved my changes. Wah, wah. I'm gonna make a high quality rip of this album at some point. A lot of my records, once I get my setup up here again, because I recorded those in Maine, basically when I get off my ass and move my record player closer to my audio interface, I'll do a rip of every record I own. It'll just have to be when it's super quiet. Because no matter how nice of a record player you have, like if something loud bangs in the room or whatever, it'll still affect it. Hey, let's listen to Mother Mallard's Portable Masterpiece Company. That sounds hip as hell. Oh yeah.
Taxes! Beautiful, lovely taxes!
Yeah, that's my little reminder sound effect that comes up every day to remind me to finish my taxes. Good God. Anyway, yeah, let's listen. This is the whole album. Mother Mallard's Portable Masterpiece Company. Album name. Like a Duck to Water. This is 1976. So the scene I've got to do now is Wolf popping his head out this door and being mad that Fox is playing his video game console. Oh yeah, the O'Donnell family picture. This is the recently divorced family of the O'Donnells. Too loud, crazy woman. Yeah, I know people that still have family portraits up after they get divorced. It's not uncommon. There's probably a trailer like that. Can I actually get Adobe Animate on my stream? Hang tight. There we go. Maybe that'll show. Hello, Ray. Avon Dolphin Rider and friends, welcome. Let me pause that. Deleted scene alert from episode 2. I ended up just using this first part for my donation animation on the stream. But this was going to be after the events happen of episode 2, and it cuts back to present day where Fox is sitting at a table with Wolf and Andros. I believe this scene will still be in episode 3, but it's going to be reanimated. What you're about to see is never going to be like finished or anything. Like, I'm going to reanimate it because it's so old. But at this point, Wolf is pretty drunk. And he's been sitting here. Andros is trying to get Fox to come work for him or do something for him. And Wolf is like, oh, yeah, you can come work with me, kiddo. We'll go on so many adventures. Oh, the adventures, kiddo. And that's where this clip starts.
Oh, the adventures, kiddo. It'll drive you into some nasty habits. I really hope you're getting your money's worth. You sound like you're looking for another black eye, little man. Only if you're looking for another eye patch, you big jerk. Do you know who the hell you're talking to? Very, very well. Yeah, and who's that? A son of a bitch.
Well, it didn't get finished. This is where, they argue back and forth. And Andros keeps telling them to sit down, and they won't listen to him. And then he finally gets up and starts to yell, sit down, and their chairs, like, slide in underneath them. They're just like, how did that happen? Is it... It's like, I don't see anybody behind me to push that chair in. What was that about? And Wolf's just like, he's doing this again. That was fun.
Oh, the adventures, kiddo.
Does this sound good? I'm sorry, it's so quiet. Baby's first cuss word.
Oh, the adventures, kiddo.
I don't know why it's got such an awful frame rate. The new Adobe Animate sucks so bad. If I could downgrade this to Mac Flash 8, it would be beautiful. Is there an option for hardware acceleration? I don't think there is. Oh, well.
Oh, the adventures, kiddo. It'll drive you into some nasty habits. I really hope you're getting your money's worth. You sound like you're looking for another black eye, little man. Only if you're looking for another eye patch, you you big jerk. Do you know who the hell you're talking to? Very, very well. Yeah, and who's that? A son of a bitch.
Boys, please.
No, this is the thing, though. I don't mind reanimating this, and it would be great. I'll see. It's just, I don't know if I can't get it to. I'm used to my damn Blender shortcuts here. Bleep bleep blop blorp. It's just like, yeah, that's. Keep in mind, he's kind of drunk, and he has a rapport with Andros. He can get away with being a little goofy in front of Andros, but Andros's soldiers would never act like that. So there's kind of a. God, this is before I had any 3D models to base any of these off of. That little transition of Andros right there would take me days. Now I could do that shit in like an hour. God.
Oh, the adventures, kiddo.
God damn it.
Oh, the adventures, kiddo. It'll drive you into some nasty habits. I really hope you're getting your money's worth. You sound like you're looking for another black eye, little man. Only if you're looking for another eye patch, you big jerk. Do you know who the hell you're talking to? Very, very well. Yeah, and who's that? A son of a bitch.
Boys, please.
I just kind of want to release that. I could take a few minutes and put a background in there, but anyhow, I've got to open up something here. I don't even remember what the file's called. January. No. This isn't the finished thing, though, is it?
Previously on a Fox in Space.
Pepe, James, it's been a long time.
Glad to see you're doing well, sir.
As you know, Dr. Andros was expatriated 2 years ago. He'll live out the rest of his days on Venom, far away from here.
You sure that was the best plan?
Frankly, it's the best and most politically safe choice I could have made. But now things are getting out of hand, and we need your help.
There's a limit to what I can do, sir. I'm not a marshal anymore.
Do you really think that matters?
With all due respect, I have no jurisdiction.
Don't forget what happened on Titania, James. You owe me one, and I'm calling it in.
All right, then.
First, you're going to need some better ships. Head over to the Space Dynamics Research Lab. The man in charge will get you both situated with something special.
Oh, that's Bell. We know him.
I need to recompile this with the new scenes.
Actually, you should be clocking in for a shift right about now.
Hey, buddy. You got the time?
Yeah, sure. It's, Hey! Aren't you the...
I compiled this a couple weeks ago.
What's this about?
Quiet, big boy. We'll ask the questions around here.
Word on the street is Space Dynamics got a new ship coming out.
Well, could you be a little more specific? We got a lot of new ships coming out.
The R-Wing.
Oh, so you want to know about the R-Wing, eh?
Yeah, you better tell us all you know. Or else.
Or else what?
Or else the can opener here gets it.
What are you guys doing with Rob 64?
Oh, we found him.
Found him?
Supplies delivery for Rob 64.
Are you, Rob?
Affirmative. Although my records do not show any scheduled delivery.
Whoa, hey. Leave Rob out of this.
Start talking.
Okay. You've made your point.
This is going to be a little different. And like I said, there's another part here where the credits aren't done yet. I'm going to add some more silly 80s cop show intro stuff and explosions. And, well, there's an explosion. And then this is where the credits are. Like I said, this is gonna be the credits, so I don't have the names or anything put in yet. I'm not doing this part until everything else is done. This will be the martini shot, I guess. And then it's gonna cut into the front wheel of Pepe's car while he's driving.
So what was Titania? Now, if you don't want to talk about... No, it's fine. It was just a long time ago. I made a mistake. Pepper made it go away. And that's why you owe him one. Yeah. Something worth sending us to Venom over. You don't have to go, you know. I can find someone else. Now, Jim, I didn't mean it like that. I just have a bad feeling on this one. I think you do, too. That's part of the job. And if I'm right, we won't even know what this one really is until we're right in the thick of it. Shouldn't the lights be on? Yeah. And there shouldn't be a rock propping the front door open either.
Wait a minute. What?
You didn't use no bomb.
I just scrubbed the shower 30 minutes ago.
Yes, but you didn't use no bomb.
What?
I win. All mine.
I can't believe I lost a scout.
I'm sorry, Farrah, but I know a bad idea when I hear one.
And telling my dad is a bad idea.
A horrible, life-ruining disaster of an idea.
Just because he's running for permission.
As he's older, I've got to, I think this
Yes.
is
That's a cop-out, dude.
a much
it's not like
older
he's already
version.
some kind of big deal.
We both know he's gonna win by a landslide.
Just got here.
Not that. Not.
Hey, it's Sonny.
Make it quick.
Yeah, so,
Something happened.
How did it then?
You said no security. You never said anything about a one-armed ninja with a slingshot. Sagan almost got his head cracked open.
James McCloud.
Yeah, no shit.
the Star Fox guy.
Was he alone?
Hey! That's a bag of nudes that stole my scooter.
Hey, you watch your mouth.
That's quite an accusation, honey. Have you got any proof?
No, but I know he's...
Can't do nothing about it if there ain't no proof.
But that's the friggin' guy, though!
Falco, honey, you don't want your father getting in trouble again.
But Ma, I swear to God!
Wow!
Sorry!
You better watch it.
I said I was sorry. Are you really just gonna let him...
Shut up and eat your fucking fazoo!
Yes, sir.
Language, Carlo.
So they're already leaving then. That's all right. I have another card in play.
Hey,
So, we still getting paid?
For what, exactly?
You smug sacker. I swear to... Ah!
So, are we still getting paid?
Yeah, we still getting paid?
Ow!
But yeah. Sorry. Should get back to what I was doing. I don't remember which file it is. It's the... Maybe it is the one with the booby honk. Yeah, actually it is. 4 of these.
Oh, the adventures, kiddo. It'll drive you into some nasty habits.
Thank you for the bits, yeah. Where is it? Over here? Yeah, here we go. This is the stuff I'm kind of wanting to trace over and just do this scene entirely in Blender, I guess. Yeah, that's not a lot of frames. As he hears him playing the game, he's like, the violence. I wish he'd leave my Nintendo alone. My Nuntendy. This game has the Nuntendy Saul of Quoobadoop. That means it's a real good Nuntendy. Only buy Nuntendy games that have the Saul of Quoobadoop. Where is the damn... That's not the one I wanted to play. Anyway. I never got to the end of that list. I got distracted. Anyhow, what were we on? Sonozaki. Then the next one, this is the bar music from Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. Слава Украине. Нет войне, хуй войне. Streets of Rogue.
Oh, the
That's a good jam.
It'll drive you into some
Thank you for the bits, Crank Madness. This is Paco's theme by the band Tender Sticks. This is music for his visit to the recall people from the movie Total Recall. This is Tuned Down by Chris Joss. I believe it's on the soundtrack for Better Call Saul. I forget the name of his album. This is the band Tuxedo Moon, track from the album Pink Narcissus. Narcissus. This is a track from a French movie called Au-delà de la peur. Something of fear. Then this is a track that I made with my 12-string guitar. No, I try not to see any trailers. Try not to. And this is music from BBC4 70s library music album that they used for they're not BBC4, a BBC show called The Fourth Dimension. This is just background music from it. These two tracks are from the international soundtrack of the Jackie Chan movie The Young Master from 1980, I think. It's like Chinese cop movie soundtrack. Which I think Joseph Koo did the soundtrack a little on one of the movies. I don't know. And that's all of them. That's my list that I've got so far. I'll have a good one, Gary. Good luck. How do you say much luck? Mucho suerte. Or wait, did I? Yeah. Fuerte is strong, suerte is luck.
Oh, the adventures, kiddo. It'll drive you into some nasty habits.
Buena suerte. Yeah, I think I will. This will be one more scene that I don't have to touch Adobe Animate for. When I get the mouths done for the slingshot scene and the mouths done for Bill Gray and Wolf hugging and doing the bro hug, I will 100% be done with Adobe. I won't need Animate for any of the files anymore, short of opening them and just hitting export at 4K. The badass thing about this movie is that Jackie Chan sings the theme for it. He actually sings pretty good, too. Is that... I don't like having the keyframes that thin. I missed my selection. God, I've been so busy. Good busy. Kaiser Dragon, thank you for the bits. D-Range, thank you for the resub. 46, God, have I been here that long? It's almost half of a decade. Christ. Almost half of a decade is a big way to say 4 years, I know. I'm trying to boost it a little bit. Yeah, everybody in the Discord reminds me that I've been working on this for 6 years. It's worth it, though. Episode 3, I'm going to try raising or adding another goal on Patreon to be able to pay other people to help me on episode 3. I have 2 or 3 friends that I've been teaching everything I know about grease pencil to. And, well, it took like 3 days. Now they just know how to do it. Anyway, I'm gonna be able to pay people. If I make more money, I'll when I release episode 2, I feel I will deserve a little bit of a raise. A little bit, and then I'm going to add another level above that one that says every bit of money above this level is going to go toward paying my friends to help animate and get more work done on the cartoon. So yeah, episode 3 will get done a lot faster. If I get it to where I have a bunch of in-betweens that I have to do, I can just give it to one of my friends, be like, here's some money, work on this until your fingers fall off. And I'll just keep giving you money. No. I'm only going to be doing 3 episodes of A Fox in Space. The one after this one will be the last one. Looking for the other yeens I've got on here. I have a little lineup of basically what the characters are going to look like in the other cartoon. It's going to start out and mainly be about these 3 hyenas in an underground city after the end of the world, I guess, and some other Russian hyenas, and so on and so forth. There'll be more, but when I get on it, it's gonna center around these couple here. Friends, siblings, interesting stuff. Anyhow. my friends. Everybody hanging out. Well, if any of you are in my stream that are in my... I've got a group call. Damn it. I think they're... Wanted to get some people on here who were gonna help me animate and introduce. Oh, okay. And that reminds me, I'm gonna have to get Greg up to speed on all the grease pencil stuff. I have this set up for James, just my new character or creator, my layer management system. It's kind of a character creator thing. I can have the teeth separate and move them wherever. It just makes it a lot easier to manage the mouth movements and things. Diego, thanks for the resub. Thanks for gifting a sub to Roby Dog. Yeah, this is just a little character layer management thing I'm making for people when they animate for me. So you can just hit a button and all these menus pop up, or you can just do a shortcut for, you know, body lines, body fills, head lines, head fills, eye lines, eye fills, mouth. You can edit the mouth or it'll lock the teeth. Get the mouth back to where it was. Yeah, like here for drawing a mouth, it's so easy. put a tongue back there. Set it to draw and rear. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta move the head, because if the lower jaw's moving, then you gotta be able to grab this part down here. Kind of like this. Just makes editing mouths easy. If I don't like that one, I need to draw a closed mouth, and I just need to draw an open one. Just go back and it's like, and this is a free program. You can just download this program and use it for free.
I see your legs.
Maybe later. But anyway. That's another thing. I have to animate more of this video game. I had a lot of fun with that, but I gotta add more stuff to it. Oh, don't want to get into this one yet.
Excellent.
Well, yeah, the final cut of it does have that.
Oh, Dad, come on!
Yeah. Like when it's like in the actual thing, see, it's got the TV filter and blur on it and all that. It's in 4K. I can't really like show the whole thing on the screen, but can't believe all this is in 4K now. It's crazy. This video has been removed by the uploader. Oh! Failure. Dude, I could barely afford this 4K monitor. I don't think I'm going to be... Like, I'm sorry, but 4K, I just can't see pixels anymore at that point. And I don't have the computer to export at 8K. The main reason I'm putting it out at 4K is because everything I upload at 1080p looks horrible. YouTube destroys your compression no matter what quality you upload it at, unless you're uploading at 4K. Oh my God. I mean, I can tell the difference between 1080p and 4K. I mean, some people are born with bad eyes, and some people get better eyes as they get older. But, no, I mean, that's all I do is video editing and animation all day. I can tell if something's in 4K or not, or if it's just been upscaled. I don't know, a lot of the AI upscaled shit that I see still looks kind of blurry and weird, like that Deep Dream filter. All right, so I need to put, oh, this is ridiculous. No image found on clipboard. My ass. No image found. That must, well, gonna have to do this my damn self. Doesn't have to be perfect. Why on earth is this thing running so slow? It's interesting that it runs fast up here, but when it gets over... What is causing that? Is it the lighting sources? That makes no difference. Wonder what that is. It's pretty odd. Well, I could... There's nothing in here that's really super high poly. I wonder. Let's troubleshoot now, 'cause... Yeah, what is it? It's interesting. It gets anywhere near that and it starts chugging. What do you suppose that is? Ah, okay. I bet it's... It's the line art modifier. I have it on. There we go. Wow. Okay, at least I figured it out. I did what I was supposed to do. It's redrawing these lines. These right here. Wherever I'm looking in the camera, it has to redraw them. That's why the frame rate's so bad. That's still pretty cool. Anyhow. I made this background like 3 years ago. This was like my first month that I had Blender. I was still kind of figuring it out. Anyhow, let's get this turned around. Hold on a second. Did my movies finish downloading? No. Fuck, when did that cancel? Oh, man. Something didn't finish download. Well, oh, never mind. There it is. Shit, I thought I lost my window. That scared me. Man. 2 hours left on that. Sorry, I'm backing up 4 terabytes onto a fresh hard drive and retiring the old one. What? All of these layers were guides, so it just exported a bunch of empty pictures. Damn it. Let me re-export these real quick. Sorry, I'm gonna have to re-export these. Ah, there we go. Thanks, David Halen. I appreciate it. Yeah, I played a little bit of Elden Ring. I finally put up a solution for my freezing problem. Oh, Jesus Christ. Pull them all out all at once. What are you? You answered the ring. Elden Ring.
I would play a demake of Elden Ring in a heartbeat.
Did you see someone did a demake trailer of it?
No.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't
there's
see
a
that.
PS1 trailer for Elden Ring.
I did play the demake of Bloodborne, though. I didn't get very far, but it is actually pretty cool.
Thank you, Underdeck 12. Appreciate it.
Doing some more work on the room scene?
I'm getting the frames in where Wolf and Ferris stick their heads out through the door and get ready to sneak. That's the only piece that That and some more video game footage are all that I need for this whole scene to be done. That's going to be another giant chunk that I can fuse together with no gaps. And after that, I've got all these little bits of scenes left to do. Like the Bill Gray thing.
Right back.
Oh shit. Wait, isn't it automatic? So I hate using this number of frames thing. How many frames are there? Okay, just show it to me. Show it to me. 112. There's 112 frames that you have to transfer. It's a pain in the ass. Let me find it. Holy shit. I think this is this is exactly where this shot is. Hold on a second. 112. Who is your daddy and what does he do? My mom says that my father is a sex machine. Did y'all look up where like a whole bunch of the decor and artwork and stuff for the school in the first Silent Hill game was ripped directly from Kindergarten Cop?
I did not see any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard that.
Go Google search Silent Hill Kindergarten Cop. It'll blow your mind. Like a couple of them, like this is coincidental. This is and then after like 7 or 8 of them, you're like, okay, somebody that worked on the school in the first Silent Hill, was a fan of this movie.
That's fucking funny. You even type in Silent Hill KIN and it automatically fills out Kindergarten Cop. That's great.
I'll bring that up in case nobody wants to. The hell? I think I'm just blind. Yeah, here, check it out.
Oh my god.
thought there was more, but I mean that's still mighty suspicious. I wouldn't say they're references to the movie. I just say those are shameless rips.
Yeah, it seems pretty on the nose.
I think they were just looking for stuff to put in the game. They're like, hey, here's a school in a movie, and it's PlayStation 1, so they're going to be like 32 by 32 textures. No one's going to fucking care. Alright, so... There's not going to be anything in this scene that's going to move at 24 frames a second, so I'll go ahead and set it down to 12. definitely gonna have my work cut out for me. There we go. Now I just have to copy paste his room in here. I don't know why it's not working. Why isn't it see-through? I don't understand. I don't understand. But wait, the files are see-through, right? I mean, I go into this and they're see-through. Why the hell isn't it rendering like that? Come on now. Have a good night, King. Yeah, actually, let me go back to the other one I made. The one with Bill in it. It'll tell me what the shader is. I think that is it. It has to be a mixed shader with the translucent thing. Hold on. No. Where is it? Come on now. There you are. Let me see if it'll let me copy that. Hey. So I had it right. There we go. Okay, I just had to think for a minute. Okay. But... okay. This auto refresh does not work very well. So I'm gonna have to trace these over to grease pencil object. Not looking forward to that. It won't take too long. Well, what you working on?
Just getting rid of the seams on these masks so that they have a smooth appearance when they go out.
Right on. The flash, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, trim the flash, and then using paint thinner actually helps to smooth out the cut line, I guess, from getting it off. Oh, my sustain pedal came in today, by the way.
All right, did it work?
Yeah, perfectly. I didn't even have to flip a switch on it or anything.
Or how fast I can convert that to grease pencil. That's 12 frames of him moving there, the mouths, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 of her. So that's 12 pictures of Wolf and 13 of her, and a couple of him also extra when she moves in. His head changes a little more too. And then those. And these going back is just a reverse of the ones I've already done. Hey.
Hey. This is looking good.
Well, this is something I animated years ago. I'm converting it over to grease pencil. It's just these few frames. It's right after he does the booby honk and they hear Fox in the other room yelling at the video game, and he's like, put your hoodie on. And he walks over to the door. It's this part. So like, they're already animated. They're just, this is the whole part. It's done. I just have to put their voices to it. So here, he comes through, he's gonna listen for a little bit, and he's gonna hear the music of the game, and he's gonna say, he's gonna get mad and be like, the violence, you know, because he recognizes the music. And she pops in, she's like, what's up? And he's like, I wish you wouldn't mess around with my video games. It's just that, wait, did he just get to World 5? And she's like, yep, that's the music. And he's like, huh. Well, now's our chance. And then it cuts to the video game, and then it cuts back to him like turning the doorknob, and Wolf, or his dad's like, hey, where are you? So that's it, and all of this will be tied together.
Nice.
Just I have to have footage of the game, and I'll have to animate like 10 seconds of Fox and Wolf's dad on the couch while he's playing the video game, which I think I already have that. See, all these things that I don't have put in yet, I go look for them, and it's like, oh, I already have that animated. I thought I could have sworn I animated him like going crazy on the buttons. Yeah, I do. Oh my God. I completely forgot. I do have this. Okay, I will use this part. But yeah, it's gonna cut to the screen. He's gonna be like, you know, no, you gotta stay here till your dad gets back from Venom. You know how it goes, or whatever. And it gets God, that's old. That's from a while ago. But it's still on. It's still on model. Still works. Everything's correct. I'll just have to, you know, obviously I have to take the couch out. Holy shit! So I don't have to animate any of this. Ah, good feeling. This is all stuff that I animated like years ago for this scene. I just hadn't put the voice lines in yet. That could be a great loop. Actually, yeah, one of my old themes, I used to have Fox like playing in front of the monitor in the corner of the screen. Oh, wait, there's even more? Jesus Christ. It's like, that's right, this is where he's like, Lord, I don't know how you kids get past that part. He's got to do like the Metal Gear Solid torture thing where he's like...
God, Fox looks like how I do when I play Elden Ring.
I was gonna say, he's making all the correct video game faces.
Yeah. That's nice when it's like, well, I gotta go animate. Oh, wait, I did animate this already. I was like, I don't have the voice lines yet, so I'll just go ahead and put in what I can. Well, I'll have to work all that in somehow. What I might actually do for this, I may actually export these frames. Oh, I don't know. So I gotta have them talking. Maybe I'll just cut corners, and the only time that they're actually talking is when it's on the video game screen. That way I won't have to animate any mouths. Except for this part here where he's like, oh my god, I don't know how you kids get past this part. He just keeps mashing buttons. Wow, that's like an entire load off my back the second that it got put on. I was like, but wait. Sorry. I feel a lot better. Yeah, I don't know. I've thought about how James and Kale are buddies, but they could have just been friends in school. He was Army guy. James was Air Force, but Wolf's dad was in the military. He was more of an Army guy, I guess. But I'm sure they had some joint operation together or something. I don't know. It could have just been more simple. Like, yeah, we met at a VFW or something. Or they could have just been in school together.
A couple of motorcycle aficionados for a bit.
Yeah, I'd rather just change these over to grease pencil. I'm glad I've got the scene set up. Now, if I really wanted to do this proper, there we go. have to put the posters in here. This is going to be the inside shot of the room. Alright, this should theoretically be in the exact same spot. Oh shit. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Whatever. I'll have a good one, Turbo. See you around. I'll be here a little more often. Just been grinding hard, getting everything converted over to 4K. I want to play more Elden Ring so bad. Huh?
That means you're playing Elden Ring.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I recognize that type of gasp.
Oh, that's so cool. The lighting difference.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you actually do get to see the little traffic light in there just for a second. That's awesome.
Is that Eevee or Cycles?
This is Eevee.
I guess it's kind of obvious now to mention it.
I might cartoonify those bed sheets too, but this doesn't look too bad. Damn. I've been putting this off and not wanting to do it for a long time. Death Dog 7, thank you for the sub. I'm sorry if I missed that. I'm in the zone today. You know, I mean, to redraw those sheets, like just a drawing of the bed, that would take me like 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. So this bed wasn't seen in any of the other shots. I just put it there so I'd know what his room looks like. And in this shot, we're not going to see any of those, so I didn't put them in. Technically, I wouldn't even have to put this desk in, but I'm so happy that ended up showing up. So crazy that everything updates while you're moving around. All right. Well, I know where I have to start now. I got to delete another thing off of my things to do list.
Yay.
I didn't actually get my GST number, did I, Greg?
No, we still have to figure that out. I think you still need one regardless.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I get the impression your stuff is 0 rated, but I don't know where you enter that on that form. I'd have to look at it again. But I've got a number to call. Christian gave me a number, so I'll give that a call this weekend. Yeah, tax horseshit page.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a big problem if I was in the States. It's just in Canada that everyone's still like, I don't, like, even accountants and people are like, do you sell anything? I don't know if this is taxed or not. Maybe, I don't know. It's like, well, maybe, I don't know. Those are words I don't want to hear when doing my taxes.
Well, that's the thing, right? And it's,
Yeah.
the thing is that you don't collect the tax. Patreon collects and remits the tax.
Yeah, that's the sales
so
tax
you should
stuff.
not have to deal with it. Yeah. Now, I don't know how that works on Twitter. I think Twitter's the same. I think they collect the taxes on their end. Which, again, great. But I think you still need a GST number. Which is good, because then, regardless, it means you're allowed to basically say, hey, I paid GST on this stuff. I want my refund.
Yeah.
Yeah, taxes this year are going to suck, regardless. If there's any way around.
Is it true that no one on my list is streaming? I was afraid that Twitch got hacked yesterday, but I guess they didn't. I don't know. A lot of people aren't streaming right now. It's weird.
Hey, Attack Rack.
Hey, Sky, how you doing? Oh God, let me save this project before I forget.
Like Roach. That's great.
I have to go in and upscale this, because that's not cool. In 4K, this is gonna look so awful. I'll have to actually go in and airbrush these a little bit so they don't look too bad. Maybe even this one too. God. Where's the Eagle engine or 2XI when you need it? God, this is one of my first backgrounds in Blender. I was still learning. I don't even know what half of these things are.
Coffee machine looks cool.
There's a unused cockpit thing. It's funny. Bill Gray's voice actor, Matt Delano, is the one who modeled this cockpit for me. I thought it was funny.
Oh, the adventures, kiddo. It'll drive you into some nasty habits.
Hey, Rory.
Thanks for the bits, Rory. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I haven't put doors down here. You don't even. This is why I miss making levels for Doom and Counter-Strike, Hammer and Worldcraft. God almighty. So you can make Legos, you can do Minecraft and make levels for other people's video games, but man, getting into Blender, I mean, the fact that you can do anything in it and it's not like linked to a video game or anything is kind of disheartening for some people. But I mean, you can turn that stuff into a creation or put it in a video game if you want to learn the rest of that stuff. I mean, it'll still let you walk around and jump around and stuff. I always thought that was neat. This is nothing compared to what the violence settings are going to look like. When I get all the backgrounds and like the worlds made for the violence, I want to put it in a VR world where I can just walk around in it, have ambient noises coming from everywhere and everything too. I'm afraid I'm going to come back in here and find something horribly wrong with it. It has a problem with the grass when you look at it this way. It's wrong. But looks good that way. That's a good thing about if a camera angle, or if your camera never looks in a certain direction, you don't have to worry about putting anything there. It's like when you go out of the boundaries of a level in a video game, and when you turn back around, like all the textures are missing. It's just to save file space.
I've actually read this.
So that's canon. Fox can belch on command.
He's not the only one.
I want that superpower.
If you notice in the restaurant scene, Falco, aside from his gold chains, he's wearing a red headband and a pink tank top.
But Andros looks sick.
Oh yeah, Andros is. This is the only thing in the entirety of anything Star Fox related where Andros is just like an actual scientist dude. Everything else, like even the intro for Star Fox 64, you only see his head. It's like they didn't know how to draw his body or anything. But yeah, this is the single panel right here that I got Falco's basic design for, and for his scooter. You can kind of see where it resembles the one I drew a little bit. Yeah, I would have loved to see them do more with Star Fox. This is the same artist that did the Nintendo Power comic of Metroid as well, Benimaru Ito. You look him up, they're a very interesting person. You ever saw the Metroid Nintendo Power comic? This is the same artist that did that one. They never put out a graphic novel of this. I have purchased 2 copies of each issue of Nintendo Power that had these. So I have 2 hard copies of all of the issues of the full Star Fox story. One of them I'm going to cut up with razors at the spine and get them like super high quality scanned and pay somebody to make an unofficial version of it. And tell no one. No one. I'll bring people over and be like, hey, you want to see something that only I have in the entire universe? Oh, well. Anyway. Where are we at? There we go. Boo 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 boo. Sorry, it's not been very eventful tonight. It's another one of those scene setup streams where I'm just getting everything put in place to where I can draw. That's interesting. Where are half of my textures now?
Hey, Rory.
Have a good rest of your shift, dude. I've located a victim. Maybe just reset everything. Well, anyway, I'm probably going to work on this a little more tonight, play some Elden Ring, get something to eat. I will be back on tomorrow probably, so thanks for coming out. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Oh,
Not
she's
sure why.
not there.